Sun, Haru, June, and Ken all find a big red button. They all watch in horror as Sun presses the button. "You've doomed us all," they say, expecting something bad to happen. However, all that happens is the horn bearers appear once. Wait, what are you guys doing here? Once again, they wait, no. What do you? This isn't a sound the horns. Good day, good people. It is another fine Sunday in the year of the Ascent. Toon Link, Dave, Anomaly, the Anomalakaris, and it is I, your United States Aviator. Live chat, I know you're ready. I know you're set. I know you're prepared. It is time for the OC free-for-all of the Danganronpa Hunger Games Season 8. So, a lot of you have been waiting for this. OCs from Episode 1, Episode 2, and Episode 3 of OC Action this season are all back. And they're fighting for not just one more spot in the OC finale, but they're also potentially fighting for Retribution, which is next Sunday. Who will make it to that Retribution match? I don't know. And we don't even know how many people are going on, but there's also one other thing that we don't know. We don't know if Chaos is going to reign because it's the last time. And it's happened in the free-for-all action before. In fact, the only other time that has happened has been in free-for-all action. Could we make it 2 for 2 today? I don't know. But here is everyone who's here. Who's here? Everyone who's here? Everyone is here. And let's run through them real fast. We got Sun, Akira, Inari, Nathan, Kenta, Kiyoshi, Emery, Leaf, Jumira, Megium, Kuteki, Cole, Sky, Thales, Daisuke, Kazumi, Legolt, The Coder, Aki, Carleone, Tsukiko, Daiki, Tsunade, Junpei, Francisca, Naoka, Carmen, Arputi, Akashi, Michi, Chao, Koemi, Amelia, Suzui, Silver, Skyland, Kana, Momochi, Jeremy, Nikoshi. And going on to Episode 2, we have Tyr Oiyui, Bartholomew, Hiryu, Romaz, Yasu Kasu, Setsushi, Yasuke, Oni, Norio, Toshio, Rokuro, Michiko, Jet, Murasaki, Yoshikichi, Kitamura, Shino, Midori, Marjani, Rose, Yinjutsu, Miyake, JFJ, Hana, Kiyoshi, Yoko, Charmy, Melody, Karamaki, Syubu, Kaslia, Lucas, Soliana, June, Parsley, Ringo, Richard, Koharu, Mochi, Yuma. And Episode 3, Andrea, Kanaki, Yumiko, Reika, Yurei, Akira, Koharu, Daruma, Glenn, Paloma, Aurora, Ryoku, Amber, Minori, Sora, Ari, Mary, Nunzio, Luthaniel, Katsumi, Haru, Felix, Shinsa, Quinn, Marcelante, Sylvia, Thomas, Natalie, Dream, Xiaomi, Ayane, Rory, Kira, Tigra, Kujo, Alexander, the Agent of Chaos Kiki, and the champion from Danganronpa U Insanity's Requiem, Ken Koyomi. And allow me to tell you about Danganronpa U Insanity's Requiem. As per usual with Danganronpa, it begins with 16 ultimate students. God, it is so good to see all those babies alive. That don't last long, as they're all trapped in the Anguish University for ultimate students by the ever-dastardly Monokitsune and Monokitsune's monitoring machine, aka MMM, the Triple M, for a thrilling, chilling, killing game. The story follows the protagonist Ken Koyomi and Danganronpa Hunger Games OC champion through the trials and tribulations these ultimate students are forced to go through, featuring everything you love in a Fangan, complex mysteries, truth bullets so you can figure out what might be going on as well, complex characters who push the story forward, so complex that you end up feeling bad for murderers. Yeah. And as you're reading, you might find yourself developing favorites, getting attached to the characters like myself. And like if I had to pick 5 favorite characters, three of them are dead. Three of them didn't make it. 3 of them have, and we're not even through chapter 3 yet. I swear. Hold on. Wait a minute. If we get through chapter 3, and one of my other favorites, and I'm down to 1 favorite in this fantastic Fangan, we are going to have some issues. We are going to have some. But if you're like me and all of your favorites are dying left and right, there's still no need to fret. Just join the official Discord and the small but active community for this Fangan, and embrace the golden nugget that is the free time events for Danganronpa U Insanity's Requiem. Because through those you might develop some more favorites and inevitably have them perish as well. And the latest batch of free time events just released this past Thursday. But that's not even all that's releasing this month from this Fangan, as the trial for chapter 3 will be releasing by the end of this month as well, should the schedule permit. And so with 3 chapters of that good content already released, there's no better time to start. And no better time to join the Danganronpa U Insanity's Requiem community. So check out everything DRU over at Archive of Our Own for easy access, and be sure to join the Discord for that bonus content, theorizing, general discussion, and just to be updated when new releases happen. Fill out a prediction chart, fill out a character chart, get involved, and enjoy yourself a very good read. Buro's my boy, love no Buro. Where is she? Where's my girl? There she is, circus performer. That's my girl, Tori. Keep on going. Where's Aika? I love Aika too. Me and Aika, we go way. Aika's all the way up. Yoko? Is that Yoko? That's Yoko I see, isn't it? That's Yoko. Me and Yoko, we go way back. Who else? Me and you, do we go way back? Yumini? I think we go way back. We kind of go way back. She might be one of my faves. We're getting there. Oh, Ito, you and me, we go way back. Ken, of course, we go way back. You do love Aika. You love to see her. Oh yeah, not sponsored. That's right. That's what I'm forgetting. That's the last one. Take it home, me. And now that you know a little bit about our champion, where he reigns from, there's one other thing that we technically gotta do. And I know some of you are looking forward to it because I'm sure you are on edge. Thank you for saying those words. You know what we gotta do. It's the last time that we spin this wheel. If it doesn't hit both Ken and Ki, well, first and foremost, let me calm that down and hit the right music. I can't let you do that and not be sitting on edge in 3, 2, 1. It's been 1 and 4 every single time. To keep things fair for every single OC, however, today, it's the 4th time. Statistically, it should probably hit today. If it didn't hit the other 3 times, right? And statistically, it happened last time. Will it happen again today? If it does not hit, Ken and Kiki both go on as a final district in the finale, and Ken will defend most definitely in the finale. If it is here, it could all end for Ken. It could all end for Kiki, because is Kiki in already? I don't remember. I think she's in Retribution, but not in the bracket. They'd have to perform well. It would be beneficial for them for it not to hit, but you know, it's chaos. You can't predict chaos. But we can see if chaos reigns as I release it right now. It is. Did it happen? It did it. Did it? And for the first season, order remains. All season. That's nutty. It's not that nutty. It's only a 25% chance, but it got close. It did get close. I thought it was gonna happen again. But instead, we're just gonna have a good old time. A good old free-for-all. And I think it's time for you guys to make some picks. Go ahead, in the comments, in the live chat. Live chat, once again, how do you do? We gotta make some picks. First, second, and third. We have so many fantastic, so many lovely OCs, and you can check all of them out in the Hunger Games report cards. The links for episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3 are all in the description and hopefully in the pin tab if I've got the time, so please check them out. Because then you can see the places where some of these fantastic OCs are from, like Ken from Danganronpa U, Kuja, Sylvia, and Siyubu, and Francisca, and so many places. Marjani. There's a lot of people from all sorts of everywhere, Fangons all over the place, and you just love to see that. You just love to see it. And you can check out people who make some pretty fantastic art, like Mochi's updated art, and Sora, the chibi version of Sora. We got a whole bunch of good stuff. We got a whole bunch of good stuff. Momochi, really, Momochi's always one of my favorite designs. Kana, there's a lot of good stuff here. If I named them all, if I named all the ones that I like, we would just be going through the list all over again. That's just what it is. That's what it is. But go ahead and make your picks, first, second, and third. Make them in the live chat, make them in the comments. Make them right now, because I'm gonna make mine. Give me... Dang, and this is the episode where we might see some face-offs. We've got reptile lovers, we've got all sorts of hackers, we've got everyone here today. Assistants battling assistants, Yoko, who's trying to ruin Avi's wares and despairs with her own shop. Yo, this is gonna be insane, to say the least. And it's about to start right now. I'm gonna make my picks though. Give me... Give me Onisei for first. Onisei is a long-standing one. I do like Oni. Give me the Agent of Chaos Kiki for second. I think Kiki's gonna be like, you know what? I'm not reigning chaos, but I'm sure gonna win this match. And then give me I feel like I gotta pick one of the Kyoshis. Which Kyoshi am I gonna pick though? Let's pick actually, let's pick Amber. Amber's got a cool hat, and y'all know how much I love hats. Could pick Sylvia. Sylvia's got a fantastic hat too. Parser's got a hat. Shout out to all the OCs who have hats. Y'all know I love me some hats. But I think it's time to get things going. And to do that, we have to roll the dice, see how many times we're simulating, see how many times see how many people we're adding to the not the Agent of Chaos match. Let's take a break. The Retribution match. And it's doubled for OC action. So, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it is time. Asnir, if you would please. Oh, it's a backpack. I guess this is almost fitting because we're creeping up on back to school time. I think you guys already know how this is going to go. Pardon me, if we would please. Let's open this bad boy. And, of course. Okay, it's not what I was expecting. 90s icons, cat and dog, also known as cat dog. That's not Asnir, but that was in the backpack. That's fine. What else is in here? Oh, it's a mug. A mug with from the Jasmine Dragon, a bunch of Uncle Iroh's wisdom on it. Failure is only the opportunity to begin again. Only this time more wisely. Thank you, Iroh. We all need some good old Iroh in our lives, but that's not Asnir. What am I getting myself into? I'll keep going. Nunchucks? I don't know how to use those. And they do indeed hurt. All of that is in here, but not Asnir? All that and a bag of chips. Really? Huh. Well, that is absolutely shocking. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna go and get Pablo. It's always something with you. It's always something. Okay, let's roll this thing. How many people are going on to the Retribution match? Anywhere between 2 and 12 people. Let's find out. One big die roll. It finally happened in OC Action. A1. OC Action has seen a whole bunch of high rolls, if I'm being completely honest. In fact, the only Retribution match that hasn't rolled a 1 now is the tag team bracket, which is kind of shocking. However, you guys know what that means. Your OCs have been subjected to one of the wildest things in this simulator, and that is the chaos that can unfold from just one resimulation. I hope you guys have a beverage next to you, because it's probably about to get wild and crazy. Let's go ahead, let's proceed. It's one resimulation. Batten down the hatches. Let's see what unfolds. The OC free-for-all has begun. And the first 2 events are already death events, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many OCs. So many. Fantastic creations. But most importantly, there are horns. And we will sound them, so please. Sound the horns! Akira throws a knife into Jumira's head. Kiyoshi accidentally steps on a landmine. See? I almost picked a Kiyoshi, but I didn't. But these two are going on to the Agent of Chaos match. Shinsa decides to lend Avi a hand and kills a Komodo dragon that's loose in the arena. Lucas runs away from the cornucopia. Glenn comes to the arena to capture Akashi, a dangerous killer that has escaped from an insane asylum. Toshio scares Kitamura away from the cornucopia. Tiger finds a canteen full of water. Jeremy kills Paloma, then frames Aki for it, and she gets punished. Goodness gracious, Jeremy! Kento runs away from the cornucopia. Cole and Sora fall in love at first sight despite the circumstances. Koharu tries to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake and that she isn't supposed to be here. Jet realizes that dying doesn't matter in this endless cycle of despair, so Jet Jackson is gonna live it up this game. Quinn runs away from the cornucopia. Midori grabs a sword. Michi watches it with envy as Francisca and Ryoku kiss before leaving the cornucopia. Ringo runs away from the cornucopia. Suzui finds an ocarina in the cornucopia and plays it. Rantaro wanted to kill her for it, but the sound warms his heart, and he spares Suzui. Good. We love to see the doll maker succeed. Karamaki runs away from the cornucopia. Marcelante takes a running start, and Superman punches Shino, sending her flying across the arena. Lego, while arrives at the arena, his memory is completely wiped. The sole thing he can remember is his name. Actually, this has been pretty tame so far for one simulation, but let me not jinx it. Sibu and Momochi get into a fight. Sibu gives up and retreats. Nathaniel finds a book titled To Cook Aurora, a beginner's guide. Aurora is both amazed and horrified at the level of detail within this book. I would be pretty scared, honestly, if I found a book that was titled that. Reika runs away from the cornucopia. Dakota runs away as well. Yasuke stabs Carmen in the back with a trident. Minori, Castlia, and Tsunade start fighting, but Castlia runs away as Minori kills Tsunade. Poor Tsunade. Back by unpopular demand, Megium. Oh, I like Megium. I think it's popular demand. Koemi and Kiyoshi fight for a bag. Koemi strangles Kiyoshi with the straps and runs. See, this is what would have happened. If I just went nuts and picked Kiyoshi's, this is what would have happened, and it would have been like, oh, Avi, you're dang jinx. I didn't pick him this time, so let me ask you. Maybe the Kiyoshis are jinxed. Maybe it's not me jinxing them. Melody finds some Avi-shaped popsicles inside of the cornucopia. Our Beauty severely slices Rory with a sword. Rest in peace to Rory, but already in the finale, so it's all good. Backed by popular demand, Kuteki, but we don't. Look. I know the reptiles are very popular with the kids nowadays for some reason. But I don't want him here. Not in my arena. I draw the line when it comes to reptiles. I'm talking snakes, lizards, and especially Komodo dragons. Rokuro realizes that dying doesn't mean anything in this endless cycle of despair, so he's gonna live it up this game. Daruma runs away from the cornucopia. Nathan finds a samurai outfit, enhancing his senses. Unsheathing his blade, he slices Ayane in two before walking away from the bloodbath. Nathan really does only target champions, my gosh. Thomas takes a handful of throwing knives. Yasukasu runs away from the cornucopia. Miss Crepes runs away from the cornucopia as well. Hiryu finds a Kazoo inside the cornucopia and attempts to play it, but instead fails tremendously. Mochi finds a turtle inside the cornucopia, immediately brings it along for the game. How cute! JFJ finds a bow, an arrow, and some quivers. A bow, some arrows, and a quiver, not several quivers. That's a lot of people in one event. Carleone runs away from the cornucopia. Xiaomu runs away as well. Ninjutsu smashes Romas across the face with a brick, but he simply shrugs off the blow. Soliana convinces Daiki, Kazumi, Silver, Tsukiko, and Naoko to boycott this killing game. Yumiko grabs a jar of fishing bait while Charmy gets the fishing gear. Chao uses a shovel to kill and bury Uma. Oh no. Sun can't remember who they are. Inari tries to help them remember. Tiroa Yui finds a bag full of explosives. Katsumi takes a loaded shotgun from the supplies and fires it at Rose. Rose can see the pellets coming in slow motion and dodges them all. Mary arrives at the arena. Her memories completely wiped. The sole thing she can remember is her name. Murasaki kills Yurei, then frames Yoshikichi for it, and he gets punished. Yoshikichi, oh no, Dream runs away from the cornucopia. Richard smashes June across the face with a brick, but he shrugs off the blow. Andrea finds a book titled To Cook Ari, a beginner's guide. Ari is both amazed and horrified at the level of detail within this book. Kiki throws a knife into Norio's head. Norio. Felix and Koharu wrestle over a bag. Nikoshi comes in, throws pocket sand into both of them, allowing him to snatch the bag with ease. Marjani forces Sky to start singing Please Give Me Wings. Junpei strangles Hana after engaging in a fist fight. Rest in peace to Hana. Natalie and Amelia fight for a bag. Natalie gives up and retreats. Kanaki tries to explain to Monokuma that there's been a mistake and that he isn't supposed to be here. Yoko, Miyake, Kira, Daisuke, and Nunzio have a party to boost morale. During it, Kira turns off the lights and kills Yoko. Y'all didn't know, but Kira was secretly an employee at Avi's Wares and despairs. Haru seriously contemplates suicide. Never do it. Emery enters the game feeling a little under the weather, so Sylvia and Kana comfort him and offer to take care of him this game. Alex finds a wizard robe and puts it on from the cornucopia. Oni opens a pack of gum as he enters the arena. Akira, Skyline, and Amber appear out of nowhere and suddenly ask for a piece. Michiko refuses to fall into despair. Kudo grabs a sword. Bales grabs a chainsaw. Sword? Chainsaw? Goodness gracious. Bartholomew sees all of that, runs away. Leaf catches Setsushi off guard and kills her, and Ken decides to go back to the cornucopia to look for supplies that could have been there. Could have been left during the bloodbath. When he finds the middle of the arena, the cornucopia, it isn't there. It's gone. We lost not so many, but we still got so many more to lose. It's day one, and it's been relatively chill for one resimulation, as Katsumi and Romas look for more people to become friends with. Silver, Marjani, and Amelia get into a fight. Amelia triumphantly takes them both out. Rest in peace, Silver and Marjani. Toshio dies from an infection. Rest in peace, but already in the finale, secret episode style, Legault uses their special attack on Tsukiko, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage though. Yinjutsu kills JFJ while he's resting, not the storyteller. Leaf Alex exclaims, not the Naegis, for no particular reason, no reason in particular. Murasaki doesn't believe in palindromes. You know what? I buy that. No word is spelled the same way forward and backward. It just doesn't exist. Murasaki, Reika, fishes. Miyake trips on a comically placed banana peel and falls off of a cliff. Oh yeah, hate to see that. Dakota cleans their kitchen with a new kitchen gun. I was gonna say they clean their kitchen gun with a new kitchen. Chao dies from thirst, unfortunately. Mochi uses their special attack on Minori, the Mega Destruction Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Skyland stabs Koharu with a sword, revives them with her wish ring, and repeats the process until the wish ring actually burns off their hand. Koharu is able to make a break for it, runs away. Koharu. Two Koharus, right back to back. Tends to Megium's wounds. Kazumi steps on a Lego brick while barefoot but shrugs off the pain. Inari does a sick kickflip. Sick! Momochi comes before Yasukasu in this event. How dare you? Mary, Ryoku, Bartholomew's come up with a complicated escape plan. Kanaki tends to Akashi's wounds. Lucas and Daiki enter a rebuttal showdown. Quinn is making Karamaki angry. Quinn's not gonna like Karamaki when she's angry. Kazuya finds a magical staff brimming with arcane energy. Using a spell of her own making, she kills Felix. Kira uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Naoko, which shockingly works, leaving Naoko literally dumbfounded. Ken forces Rose to kill either Tiro Yui or Midori. She decides to kill Tiro Yui. Rest in peace to the girl. And Kana encounters a fruit bat, who immediately takes a liking to her and joins her side. Sora tells her frustrated Kenta to chill out, bro. Chill out, bro. Aurora questions her sanity. Kujo sprains his ankle while running away from Sun. Charmy unleashes his final smash on Amber and Tigra. They both lose their final stock. You hate to see that. Daruma, Michi, and Suzui make homemade weapons together. Dream and Thales enter a rebuttal showdown. Haru, Thomas hunt for other tributes. Yasuke, Siubu, and Melody hunt for other tributes. Daisuke, Hiryu, Jet, and Akira swim in a magical lake hidden deep beneath the arena whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms of themselves. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. Michiko confesses how much she has come to hate Sky. Sky runs away crying. Koemi receives medical supplies from a mysterious man dressed as a wizard. Oni tends to Sylvia's wounds. Emery gets drenched in honey. That's sticky icky. Cole shoots a poisonous arrow into Luthaniel's neck, slowly killing him. Rest in peace, but already in the finale, so you know what? Bittersweet. Shinsa, Kiki, and Glenn do the torture dance whilst torturing Soliana. You don't love to see that. June finds Shuichi's hat on the ground and puts it on. Nunzio diverts Jeremy's attention, runs away. Akira challenges Shino and Francisca to an anything goes pancake eating competition. We do love to see that. Where's my list? My list of pancake championship is around here. It's right here. It's right here. I moved it slightly out of the way. And then I was like, where is it? Where is it? Shino eats the most pancakes. You love to see that. We need Shino in the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Ari wonders what events are canon to the Danganronpa Hunger Games lore. I'm just gonna start sneaking lore bits into these games. Our Beauty hopes Avi doesn't jinx him. Nikoshi sets up an ice cream shack. Kitamura comes and buys some. It was awful. Kitamura burns down the shack, killing Nikoshi. Richard finds a bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. Wait, this is the wrong simulator. Oh well. Alex camouflages himself, Buff Santa rather, in the bushes. Nathan embraces the power of positivity because New Day does rock. Carleone does a super sick kickflip. Sick. Ryoko holds Xiaomu's head underwater, but Xiaomu grabs his arm, pulls him into the lake where they can't kill one another, so they just swim away. Junpei finds a water gun, fills it up with holy water, fires it at Natalie. Surprisingly, Natalie screams in pain before she disappears. You got something to tell us, Natalie? Andrea, Yumiko, Miss Crepes, and Ringo swim in a mystical lake hidden deep beneath the arena whose mystical waters turn them all into chibi forms of themselves. Magic doesn't always have to be useful, but it sure is cute. And Marcelante tends to Kuteki's wounds. We lost 29 people. We got so many to go though. So many OCs all here and now. But let's see who we lost so far with this Claire de Lune 4. Jumira, Kiyoshi, Paloma, Aki, Carmen, Tsunade, Kiyoshi, Rory, Ayane, Uma, Yurei, Yoshi Kichi, Norio, Hana, Yoko, Satsushi, Silver, Marjani, Toshio, JFJ, Miyake, Chao, Felix, Tiro Yui, Amber, Tigra, Luthaniel, Nikoshi, Natalie. And as we see everybody's statuses, we still got a ton of folks left, and I think it's time to see how many folks are actually left. It is 89 people. There's still a game of almost 90 left. We gotta keep going. We can't dilly or dally. We will do a slow scroll of everyone who's left. You know who's here, you know who's not, and you know what they're fighting for. 1 spot on the bracket and 2 spots in the Retribution match. Before that is the final Retribution match that is filled up. Who will be a part of it? One of these or 2 of these people will. Who will they be? I don't know, but let's proceed and we will find out, because night 1 begins with an apartment complex? Really? Koharu finds it quite simple. Wow. Don't do that. Don't do that, Koharu. Sora, Jet, and Yinjusa enter a scrum debate with Michiko, Daiki, and Yasukasu. They argue over which victim had the saddest death. Siubu and Miss Crepes huddle together for warmth. fails. Amelia and Yasuke get into a scrum debate with Buff Santa. Yumiko and Leaf Alex, they argue about who the strongest character in Danganronpa is. Who is it? The strongest one? Sakura. Ryoku attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. The ghostly howls of wolves wakes up Nathan. Minori, Kana, and Dakota spend the night making potions. Sylvia walks into a portal and turns it on. Her molecules get all rearranged and she gets ghost powers. That might be way more useful in the other simulator. But maybe it'll provide her some good luck today. Ari starts a fire. And, speaking of fires, Momochi's cooking over a fire before putting it out. Ringo etches a sketch in a tree. Koharu takes that as a threat. Rose, stop being selfish. Under the cover of darkness, Kujo spies on the Agent of Chaos. He's getting intel. Junpei somehow steals every item in Charmy's camp without even being noticed. Mary buys every single version of Uno from Avi's wares and despairs. Naoko forces Tsukiko to kill Soliana or Skyland. She decides to kill Skyland. Rest in peace to Skyland 8. Shinsa gets bonked on the head. After losing repeatedly, and Reika and Chess Midori tosses the game board into the campfire. Inari puts her trust in Akira and allows herself to fall backwards. Akira just watches, does nothing. How rude. Thomas hits Aurora with some Sweet Chin music. Thomas kicks Aurora's head clean off. Sweet Chin music has been all over the place. Goodness gracious. Rest in peace to Aurora though. Kira starts a dance party. Melody, Kateki, and Shino join in. It was a good time had by everybody. Michi ain't afraid of no ghosts. Koemi, on the other hand, is actually quite fairly terrified by some ghosts. Imori sees a fire but stays hidden. Kitamura battles Kanaki in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Kitamura loses and has a sad feeling in his chest. Kazumi receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Katsumi executed home. Murasaki defeats Akira in a fight but spares their life. Daisuke and Oni start kicking Blinn for unknown reasons. Suzui finishes her nighttime coffee before joining in. Nunzio spends the night setting traps to keep Megium and Francisca out of his camp. Akashi finds a special charm that allows him to turn himself into a magical girl. Now it's time to fight some evildoers. Cole sends Hirio to jail for Mew-like behavior. Andrea sets up why are all these rival shops being set up? I just want to sell my goods and services. I hope that the Avi's Wares and Despairs arena event pops up today. And I hope you all get taken out. Every last one of you. Lucas also gets some ghost powers, walks into a portal, turns it on. Despite Mochi's constant begging, Sky decides to leave his campsite. Coslia attacks Daruma with a legacy of her bloodline. Her bloodline wasn't strong enough, allowing Daruma to retaliate and kill Coslia. Romance gets infected with a despair disease. Romance starts clinging to dream. You gotta cling to your dreams, man. Xiaomu, Legault, and Carleone tell each other their pet peeves. What? Sun, Haru, June, and Ken all find a big red button. They all watch in horror as Sun presses the button. You've doomed us all, they say, expecting something bad to happen. However, all that happens is the horn bearers appear once. Wait, what are you guys doing here? Once again, they. Wait, no, what do you. This isn't. Sound the horns! Oh. Okay. Kenta fiercely shakes up a can of soda, popping the tab, blasting Arpudi in the face. Quinn throws a Molotov at Bartholomew. After the fire dissipates, Quinn is actually still okay, but what about Bartholomew? Rokuro. Rokuro's unknown sponsor is Avi. Do I sense some bias here? You all can't prove nothing. Marcelante slices at Jeremy's eyes. Jeremy is now blind. Does Jeremy even have eyes? Is Jeremy even a human? Richard sneaks up on a sleeping Karamaki and sets fire to her camp, killing Karamaki. Dang, I do like Karamaki a whole lot, but you know what I like more? Day 2. As Junpei receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, Nunzio seems to be dead, but it's a lie. Oh, I need to put in. I don't know why it's been so long since anyone's thought of this. We need to put in a reverse of this one. Blank seems to be alive, but it's a lie. We definitely gotta do that. What on earth? Dream starts a cult. Yinjutsu, Legault, Glenn, and Nathan happily join. Katsumi cleans her kitchen with a new kitchen gun. Kujo steals from Megium while she isn't looking. Shino reminisces about Season 1. Hiryu and Suyubu are made into grotesque human dioramas by Andrea. Yasukatsu accidentally blurts out the fact that they like Kanaki in a non-platonic way. Kanaki accepts the confession wholeheartedly. Mary throws sand into the eyes of Sora and runs off. Ken receives a bottle of poison from an unknown sponsor. Thales chops down a tree which falls into Thomas, killing him. Koharu makes a slingshot. Koharu right afterwards. You guys keep going right back to back. Koharu reaches her hand towards the screen. The watcher isn't safe. Run. Lucas feels like there's a duck watching him. Daiki becomes spherical. Spherical! Jeremy and Naoko grievously injure each other during a vicious fight in order to survive. They have to nurse each other back to health. Koemi receives a hat from an unknown sponsor. Michiko miscraves Samochi and Ryoku. Talk about their hobbies. Alex hunts for other tributes. He should be hunting for presents. It's almost Christmas time. Carleon receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's, oh god. That's repulsive. Ari isn't crying, she's sweating from her eyes. Sylvia taints Richard's food, killing him. Romaz gets drenched in honey, that's sticky, icky. Oni asks for Kazumi's axolotl. Kazumi gets confused, well they're in Minecraft now, so you shouldn't be that confused, Yasuke. Reminisces about season 1, Haru finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. You just have the hat on top of your head? I respect it. Amelia plays chess with death and wins. Akira's unknown sponsor is Raid Shadow Legends. Momochi starts hanging up mistletoe in the arena, but Rose swoops in, snaps her arm, and burns the mistletoe. You love to see that, Rose. Charming and Melody insult one another relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight. Kana tries to sneak attack Kitamura, but Kitamura catches on and actually runs off. Shinsa sets off an explosive, killing Kira. Rest in peace. Inari receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Tsukiko smells a rat. Francisca drives up to Maki Donald's and wants an ice cream. Unfortunately, the ice cream machine is broken. Sky is still alive. Cole sleeps the entire day away from everyone else, and Murasaki asks Sun if everything is okay. Jet receives a gift from a secret admirer. It's a sword. Daisuke is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Emery and Ringo play cards. Emery loses all of his life points and is killed for it. Daruma plays patty cake with R-Pewdie. Xiaomu hopes that Avi didn't jinx her. I didn't jinx many people. Only 3, and they're not even jinxed. Well, some of them aren't alive anymore. Dakota and Yumiko build a shelter together, but both of them have conflicting ideas on interior design. Michi confides in Midori. Midori takes notion later so she can explode her. Kiki just fishes. Marcelante's also wondering about that sweet, sweet lore. Reika and Kuteki trade talents. That's interesting. Plastic model builder and I don't remember the exact terminology for Kuteki, but let me tell you, she's a reptile fan now. Reika is. Minori tells Akashi that he's not a clown, but the entire circus. Leaf reminisces about season 2. Kenta receives an explosion from an unknown sponsor. Soliana does a super sick backflip, but fails to landing and lands flat on her face. Bartholomew tells a frustrated Kenta, chill out. June also puts on a bikini. It's quite a feeling this is the wrong simulator for that. Rokuro severely injures Akira and leaves them to die. Suzui receives a gift from a secret admirer. It is so nasty, but we only lost 11 this time. Just 11, that brings us down to what, 78? As we get a Claire de Lune 4? Skyland. Aurora. Costlia. Karamaki. Hiryu. Siubu. Thomas. Richard. Kira. Emery. Akira. We got 78 left. That's a whole bunch. Sun, Inari, Nathan, Kenta, Leaf, Megium, Kuteki, Cole, Sky, Thales, Daisuke, Kazumi, Legault, The Coder, Carleon, Tsukiko, Daiki, Junpei, Francisca, Naoko, R-Pewdie, Akashi, Michi, Koemi, Amelia, Suzui, Kana, Momochi, and Jeremy, all from episode 1. Bartholomew, Romaz, Yasukasu, Yasuke, Oni, Rokuro, Michiko, Jet, Murasaki, Kitamura, Shino, Midori, Rose, Yenjutsu, Charmy, Melody, Lucas, Soliana, June. Soliana's the name of the city in Sonic 06, isn't it? That's I kept reading that name. I was like, someone's name is Soliana or something is Soliana. That's the name of the city from Sonic 06. Goodness gracious. Parsley, Ringo, Koharu, Mochi, Andrea, Kanaki, Yumiko. I'm sorry, I'm still kind of baffled at that realization. Reika, Akira, Koharu, Daruma, Glenn, Rokuro. I'm sorry, Ryoku. I'm gonna mix their names up until one of them perishes. Minori, Sora, Ari, Mary, Nunzio, Katsumi, Haru, Shinsa, Quinn, Marcelante, Sylvia, Dream, Xiaomu, Kujo, Alexander Adams, Ken Koyomi, and Kiki Osobu. Asobu. Miss Asobu. But more importantly, we gotta keep going. There's still a ton left. Let's proceed. As Yenjutsu starts night 2 by introducing Yasukasu and Legault to her imaginary friend. There's nobody there. Our beauty uses all of his mana coins to buy out Avi's wares and despairs. You're a hero. You're a hero, my boy. Thinking quickly, Ken constructs a homemade gun using only some string, a squirrel, and a gun. Miss Crape's son, Rokuro, Charmy, and Junpei track down and kill Tsukiko. Rest in peace to Tsukiko, Kiki, Koharu, Midori, Cole, and Lucas track down and kill Akira. Goodness gracious, rest in peace to Akira too. Two good girls out of here. Quinn threatens Kitamura with a good time. Yasuke signs a petition to change American football to yeetball. Suzui decided it was a good idea to nosedive a polar bear preparing for hibernation. The horror. They should be hibernating already. Well, I guess it's the winter part of the arena. Theos prays to Atua that they make it out of here alive, with minimal bloodshed of course. Michiko and Mary hold hands. Megium, Alex, Kanaki enter a scrum debate with Sky, Kenta, and Shinsa, arguing over who had the saddest death, the saddest time in the Danganronpa. Or maybe it's the saddest death today. I don't know. Koimi begs for Sylvia to kill her. She refuses, keeping Koimi alive. Daruma sets a few more traps before returning to the camp for the night. Jeremy uses the spirit of the Great Pumpkin to change the arena date to October. It is now spooky month. Inari challenges Andrea and Amelia to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Andrea eats the most pancakes, and let me tell you, has earned entry as well into the World Pancake Championship Invitational. We might get a whole bunch of OCs in this next one, a whole bunch of OCs, because let me tell you there, it's starting to rack it up. You love to see it. Andre, joining Shino and the rest of the folk who are already in there trying to fight for Kibo's championship. Daiki grabs Kokichi by the throat. Marcelante forces Dakota to kill either Ari or Glenn. They refuse to kill, so Marcelante kills them instead. How noble, Dakota. We will never forget you. Jet etches a sketch in a tree. Melody takes it as a threat. Romas, yes, queen! Ringo sings a romantic song to Nunzio. How sweet. Xiaomu and Naoko have a pose off. Naoko actually wins. Dream and Rose, this event is not welcome in a school environment. I don't know what y'all did. I don't even know if anyone died. Reika challenges Nathan to a dance-off. Reika absolutely dominates. Yumeko and Kana talk about the tribute still alive. I look down and everyone's still alive. I just see a whole bunch of events with a whole bunch of people. Michi, Soliana, Oni, and June get together to form a rock band. I think that they might be able to make a pretty epic rock band, I'm gonna be completely honest. Kazumi starts a dance party. Francisca, Chino, and Minori join in. It was a good time had by all. Bartholomew reminisces about the year of the horizon. Carleone receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. Haru wakes up to find blood dripping from her hands, and Murasaki, Ryoku, Katsumi, and Koharu are all dead. Haru just goes back to sleep. That's terrifying, but you know what's a little less terrifying? Sora challenging Akashi and Momochi to an anything goes pancake eating competition. However, Akashi eats the most pancakes, and let me tell you, Akashi is also joining the World Pancake Championship Invitational. Did we get both of the lawyers? No, I'm sorry, not lawyers, the janitors. The janitors joining the World Pancake Championship Invitational? Oh, we love to see that. We love to see that. Y'all know how much I need a janitor. Not a lawyer, I already got one. Got a good one. Mochi starts a fire. Leaf finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Daisuke the portrait he made for him. Daisuke loves it and kisses Leaf on the forehead. Kujo and Kuteki hold hands. You're fiending with the reptiles, Kujo? How dare you? We'll proceed to day 3. Marcelante gets drenched in honey. Sticky. Amelia, Genjutsu, Midori hold an intervention for Avi's pancake addiction. He didn't even show up. Look. Just because I even made a championship for pancakes doesn't mean that... You got a problem, I don't. Haru believes in palindromes. Sky is confused on why there's a pink Home Depot in the arena. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, Rokuro plants flowers around his campsite. Thales and Alex work together to toss Daisuke's items in the lava. Kujo wants a nickname similar to sharpshooting, steel-minded Big Sister Sarah. Probably got something with mistletoe hanging in it. Mistletoe hanging Kujo. Inari drives up to Maki Donald's and wants an ice cream. Unfortunately, the machine is broken. AV forces Michi to work at the arena supermarket as a cashier. after it gets understaffed. AV's worries and despairs, you know, we've hit some rough times sometimes. Andrea and Dream think this is a good opportunity to score free food from Michi. Kin does Kin things. Charmy catches Miss Crepes crawled in a ball, rocking back and forth, sucking on her thumbs. It seems like she's lost it. Yasuke and Oni work together to drown Carleone, but he overpowers them and drowns them instead. Goodness gracious, the Joker is gesturing hard. Nunzio holds Kitamura's head underwater, but Kitamura grabs his head and pulls him into the lake with him. Both tributes are unable to kill one another, so they simply swim away. Kuteki rests in a fruit tree. Nathan receives pancakes from AV Gold. Enjoy those pancakes, boy. June, as an employee at AV's Wares and Despairs, prepares for the inevitable shopping raid. This is really interesting because last season, that arena event came up a ton. This season, it's still in there, it just hasn't come up at all. It might have come up once, but it hasn't come up a lot. Sun tries to sneak attack Jet, but Jet runs away. Naoko embraces the power of positivity. Quinn sets up an ice cream shack. Sylvia comes to buy some. It was awful, and Sylvia burns down the shack, killing Quinn. Oh, I didn't know it was that bad. Sora signs a petition to change American Geekball to football. How dare you? Kenta starts writing a novel. Will they ever finish? Legault reminisces about season 3. Xiaomu rests in a fruit tree. Akashi was being a clown. Leaf wants to be a stepping stone for everyone else. Romas dies from hypothermia. You hate to see it. Mary starts hanging up a mistletoe in the arena, but Jeremy swoops in, snaps her arm, burns the mistletoe. Really? Melody, that's a plant stopping someone from hanging up a plant? Melody asks for Reika's axolotl. Reika gets confused. Mochi slams Daruma through a table. Momochi gives Kanaki her blessing to marry Daiki. Kanaki and Daiki, they don't know what the heck she's on about. Francisca spends a day ticket on Shinsa. Yasukasu makes a Danganronpa rewrite where Kanna's the protagonist. Junpei throws a pebble in a fit of rage. In a strange series of events, causes a small landslide, killing Arpudi, Yumiko, and Nicole. Rest in peace to the three of them. Rest in peace to the three of them. Megium breaks down and starts weeping for an unknown reason. Koemi tries to console her. Lucas drinks cactus juice and starts to hallucinate. Kiki sees a pale Koharu washed ashore, unmoving. Kiki revives her with CPR but doesn't stop when she regains consciousness. Scandalous. Minori does a cool skateboard trick to amuse Michiko. Bartholomew has balloons and Ringo comes in and pops them. You know what, Ringo? Maybe we can go on. If you train those Komodo dragons to pop balloons, maybe we can talk. Shino, Kazumi, and Rose do the torture dance while torturing Glenn. Ari finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on, and Soliana receives a knife from an unknown sponsor. We lost 15 this time. We are slowly but surely dwindling down. And after this, Claire de Lune 4. Tsukiko, Akira, Suzui, Dakota, Murasaki, Ryoku, Katsumi, Koharu, Yasuke, Oni, Quinn, Romas, Arpudi, Yumiko, Cole. Where are we now? I forgot what we had last time, if I'm being completely honest. Let's see everybody's status, let's run a Control F and let's do a real quick alive. We are down to 63. Still quite a ways to go, but you know who's here, you know who's still in. I think we just gotta proceed. Because we've been going for a hot second. I knew this might have been a long one. It's probably gonna be a long one, but with RNG, you never really quite know. We've yet to have an arena event, we've yet to have a feast, and neither of those are technically guaranteed to happen in these games. But will we get it? In an episode like this, you kind of feel like it will be. In fact, I'm feeling a feast real soon, especially as we start night 3. Melody and Sylvia have a pose-off. Sylvia actually wins. Kuteki and Soliana invade Daiki's shelter, but fall victim to the booby traps he has in place. Ringo sings Legault a lullaby and goodnight. Akashi convinces Kana to snuggle with him. Koharu gets a hold of Avi's soundboard and vibes out to not die or die. Oh no. Daisuke befriends a Komodo dragon wearing a small pair of aviator goggles. Dream finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Kujo the portrait made for him. Kujo loves it, kisses Dream on the forehead. Xiaomu stabs Mochi in the chest with a sword, but then Mochi beats Xiaomu to death with a baseball bat. Mochi then dies from blood loss. That's very intense. Kazumi, Kanaki, Reika, and Koemi play a friendly game of Uno, in which Reika wins. Carleone missed their planned meeting with Nunzio and now has a sad feeling in his chest. Charmy looks at the nighttime sky. Rokuro chases Mary. Alex and Bartholomew trying to enforce a curfew Momochi. Cries herself to sleep. Kiki misses their planned meeting with Yinjutsu. Now has a sad feeling in her chest. Sadder than the chaos that reigns through her blood. Junpei asks Sora to help him go to sleep. Sora suddenly lifts Junpei on her shoulders, before dropping Junpei's pumpkin head onto her knee. Junpei's out cold. Andrea and Yasukasu create their own secret code language so they can communicate safely without any unwanted eavesdroppers listening in. Leaf gets a hold of Avia's soundboard and vibes out for How Ironic! To dire docks again. dire docks duo. Pot D. Sun grabs Kokichi by the throat. Thales loves Jun as much as Maki loves Kaito a whole lot. Shinsa and Sky, the rest of this event is not welcome in a school environment. Miss Crepes, Kenta, and Ken enter a scrum debate with Shino, Megium, and Daruma. They argue over which victim had the saddest death. Maybe Quinn, because Quinn never got to participate in a debate. Jet unknowingly eats toxic berries. Glenn panics to cure him, but fails. Jet perishes. Kitamura sets up a trap, unfortunately ends up trapping himself. Lucas ain't afraid of no ghost. Michiko walks into a portal and turns it on. I was gonna say, you know what? Michi was about to get, ghost powers. No, he gets shocked and killed. Avi breathes. Marcelante suddenly falls over dead. Inari thinks about winning. Francisca sets off an explosive, killing Jeremy, Minori, Michiko, and Midori. Francisca's not one to be messed with. Rose, Haru, and Naoko get into a fight. Rose triumphantly kills the both of them, and Nathan sings a romantic song to Ari. When the two of them lean in for a tender kiss, Nathan notices Amelia filming them, which makes Nathan shout at Amelia, saying, "What are you doing? How dare you?" However, I think we're done with dire docks. I think we just gotta proceed, unless someone makes it happen again. Sora, at the start of day 4, is confused on why there is a pink Home Depot in the arena. You shouldn't really be confused about that. Akashi finds a water gun, fills up with holy water, and fires it at Koemi, just getting her wet. Amelia receives a knife from an unknown sponsor. Kitamura uses their special attack on Rose, the Mega Destruction, Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Charmy stabs Shinsa with a tree branch. Daisuke sees a completely pale Jun washed ashore unmoving. Daisuke revives him with CPR. Alex finds Shuichi's hat and puts it on. Shuichi's hat is getting tossed all over the place from person to person. Mary shows Nunzio her murder list. At the top is Nunzio's name, and it's in bold too, you better run. Kazumi and Daruma split up to search for resources. Shinsa wants to get Avi to give donuts. I love donuts! I will give donuts a chance for the janitors. Rokuro uses their special attack on Melody, the Mega Destruction, Ball of Darkness and Destruction. It did no damage. Junpei's unknown sponsor is Asner of the 39th Dimension. Momochi, Sky, and Bartholomew get into a fight. Momochi triumphantly kills the both of them. Rest in peace, Kanaki. And Thales are made into grotesque human dioramas by Carleone. You know what? This is honestly really unsettling because I can see Carleone's like smiling like this, and he just has these grotesque human dioramas. Not a big fan of that. Kiki asks for Dream's axolotl. Dream is confused. Sun punches Leaf off of a cliff, screaming, "Punch Club forever!" Screaming to the heavens. Sylvia is exposed to Yasukasu's sensitivity aura, causing her to become more emotional. Miss Crepes sets Francisca on fire with a Molotov. Rest in peace. Kenta asks for Ringo's axolotl. Ringo is also confused. Ari finds a bikini and puts it on. It's quite revealing. Wait, this is the wrong simulator. Oh well. Ken, Andrea, Legault, and Nathan swim in a mystical lake hidden deeply underneath the arena, and now they are all chibi themselves. Lucas reminisces about season 4, kinda embraces the power of positivity. Inari is also sponsored by Asner of the 39th Dimension. Reika does a sick kickflip but ends up failing the landing and falls flat on her face. Megium reminisces about season 1. Koharu, Daiki, and Kujo hold an intervention for Avi's pancake addiction. I'm not going to that. Y'all are foolish fools who doth fool foolishly if you think I'm gonna show up to that. Yinjutsu plants flowers around Glenn's grave. Glenn screams from behind her, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Yinjutsu simply says, "For now." We lost a lot more that time. 20. I was gonna say we lost a lot more than the 15 and the 11 that we just lost. We got 20 more gone. That brings us way down from 63 to 43. And after this Clear Lune 4, Kuteki, Soliana, Xiaomu, Mochi, Jet, Michi, Marcelante, Jeremy, Minori, Michiko, Midori, Haru, Naoko, Shinsa, Sky, Bartholomew, Kanaki, Thales, Leaf, Francisca. We're down to 43. We're getting there. We're dwindling. It took some time, but we're getting there. We got Sun, Inari, Nathan, Kenta, Megium, Daisuke, Kazumi, Legal, Carleone, Daiki, Junpei with 6 KOs, Akashi, Koemi, Amelia, Kana, Momochi, Yasukasu, Kitamura, Rokuro, Shino, Rose, Yinjutsu, Charmy, Melody, Lucas, June, Parsley, Ringo, Koharu, and then episode 3 is Andrea, Reika, Daruma, Glenn, Sora, Ari, Mary Nunzio, Sylvia, Dream, Kujo, Alexander, Ken, and Kiki, and I think we just gotta go. We still got 43 left. We're not even close to your save and grace picks, not even close to your final 3. But if we get an arena event, or events like this one, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get those. We're gonna get there real quick. Carleone holds a secret meeting with Kana, Yinjutsu, Mary, and Daruma. Alex, Dream, and Reika enter a scrum debate with Nathan, Junpei, and Daiki. This turns heated, and Dream kills everyone on the other side, which means we just lost Nathan, Junpei, who had a ton of KOs, and Daiki. Glenn has a dream of Shino winning. Is this a premonition or something? Melody, Yasukasu, Rose, and Daisuke form a suicide pact, taking themselves out. Oh no. Lucas finds an Etch-a-Sketch and shows Miss Crepes the portrait that he made for the champ? Lucas was cheating on Miss Crepes with the champ the whole time? This love triangle. Koharu sneaks into the back room of Yoko's items and misfortunes, but unknowingly gets seen by June, an employee of the store who locks the door behind her. How dare you? Sneaking into Yoko's items and misfortunes. You could have snuck into Avi's wares and despairs, and it would have been completely fine. Akashi signs a petition to change American football to Yeetball. Nunzio puts his trust in Koemi and allows himself to fall backwards. Koemi does nothing, watches them fall. How rude. Rokuro challenges Sun to a dance-off. Sun absolutely dominates. Kazumi watches as a new mischief of rats runs by. Kazumi runs away before they get any ideas. Ari finds an Etch-a-Sketch and starts another love triangle because she shows Sora the portrait that she made for Charmy, cheating on Sora with Charmy this entire time. Kitamura goes to the Love Hotel with Inari. Avi, the ultimate jinx, comments on how well Amelia's doing. Momochi walks up to Amelia and says, "That's rough, buddy." I mean, everyone's doing well right now. I've jinxed everyone. Ringo walks across barefoot on a carpet of Legos. Unfortunately, she succumbs to the pain and perishes. We haven't seen the actual death event for the Legos in so long. But poor Ringo. We'll talk about those balloons, though. Megium, stop it. Get some help. Andrea has a dream of Sylvia winning. Is this a premonition, or is it just a big hat? The ghostly howls of wolves wake up Kujo. Kiki reminisces about the year of the horizon. Kento convinces Legault to snuggle with him. We continue, though. We lost quite a few that day. And we will lose more, apparently. In fact, the first 3 are all death events. Nunzio accidentally stepping on a landmine. June bleeding out due to untreated injuries. And Shino strangling Rokuro after engaging in a knife fight. Kiki doesn't want to live on this planet anymore. Alex takes Yinjutsu to Suplex City. And you know that's gonna hurt because it's Buff Santa. Kana's so excited about her super weapon that will take over the arena that she wrote a song about it. Inari comes before before Kenta in this event. Sylvia puts all of their faith into Atua. Megium asks for Avi's soundboard. You know what? You got it. You got it. Avi grants it, throws the epic dance party with Koemi, Mary, Sun, and Daruma. You know what? Go on. What are we dancing for? We did Invincible Rainbow Arrow last time. Yeah, play Rebel Heart again. Ken uses righteous anger and yeets Kazumi into the oblivion. Kujo, Andrea, and Ari hunt for other tributes. Miss Crepe, she's asking for Legault's axolotl. Legault gets confused. Sora tells a frustrated Amelia to chill out. Lucas gets his hand stuck in a can of Pringles. Dream does dream things. Akashi spends a date ticket on Carleone. Charmy, Koharu, and Momochi argue over what ingredients to buy for dinner from Avi's Wares and Despairs, the arena supermarket. Kinemura pimp slaps Ken right off of a cliff. And Reika constructs a shack. We will proceed. We lost 13. I was gonna say just, but then it's 13, and 13 is actually quite a bit. Quite a bit, especially for a Claire de Lune. 4. Nathan, Junpei, Daiki, Melody, Yasukasu, Rose, Daisuke, Ringo, Nunzio, June, Rokuro, Kazumi, Glenn. We'll see everybody's statuses. We're down to 30? Am I right? We are down to 30. I was like, I think we were at 43 before. We're down to just 30. Next time we'll probably be able to standard size game. If things go nuts, we'll be at saving grace picks. We haven't had the feast yet. But we have finally dwindled to 30. Sun, Inari, Kenta, Megium, Legault, Carleone, who has 4 KOs, Akashi, Koemi, Amelia, Kana, and Momochi. Episode 2's Kitamura, Shino, Yinjutsu, Charmy, Lucas, Koharu, and Parsley. And episode 3's Andrea, Reika, Daruma, Sora, Ari, Mary, Sylvia, Dream, Kujo, and Alexander Adams. And both the champ and the Agent of Chaos are in. Both of them would definitely earn you a fan vote, which is actually interesting. That is something that could happen. Anyone who's already on the bracket who's still in, and if they win, they earn you guys a fan vote instead. So, first of all, I think we gotta go and proceed. We still got 30 to go, 29 left to lose, and proceed to hit. And as we do it, it's night 5. Carleone unknowingly eats toxic berries. Ken panics and tries to cure Carleone and succeeds. Kiki tries to eat a turducken, but it's too much for her and she dies from stomach pains, and it's as if I jinxed the people who were already on the bracket. Uh-oh, if you're already on the bracket, you better watch out. Megium makes a hot stew for dinner before bedding down for the night. Momochi finally finishes her novel. Ari challenges Sora to a dance-off. The dance was actually a distraction, so Sun could sneak up on her from behind and snap her neck. What? Alex loads his shotgun with the physical form of murderous intent. Mary asks Kenta to help her go to sleep. Kenta lifts her on her shoulders, lifts her on his shoulders, dropping her head onto his knee. Mary's out cold. Shinsa, I'm sorry, not Shinsa. I don't know why I keep saying Shinsa. Shino uses a samurai sword to strike down Lucas. Kana finds a big red button and presses it immediately as if she had a death wish. Much to her disappointment, the button doesn't do a thing. Andrea threatens Koemi in fluent Japanese. Yinjutsu destroys Akashi's supplies while he's asleep. Koharu hugs Sylvia, but Sylvia doesn't like it and kills her for it. Charmy gets a hold of my soundboard. A cacophony of music plays out as Dream is beaten to death with it. Miss Crepes never wants to hear Megalovania ever again. Daruma hugs Kitamura, but Kitamura also doesn't like it and kills her for it. And Amelia, Legault, Kujo, and Reika, rest in peace, track down and kill Inari. You hate to see it, but it has happened, and we must keep going though. We're getting close to a standard size game. We might actually be at a standard size game right now, but it's day 6. I honestly was expecting the feast. As Charmy pushes Amelia off of a cliff during a wizard fight. A wizard fight? I didn't know you were both wizards. Kujo trips on a comically placed banana peel and falls on his bottom. Yinjutsu completely freaks out upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker. Akashi, Megium, and Legault ask for other tributes. Kana asks for Alex's axolotl. Buff Santa's confused. Reika says something wrong and Carleone calls them a foolish fool. Koemi finds a bow tie and puts it on because, well, bow ties are cool. Mary plants flowers around Andrea's grave. Andrea screams out from behind her, "Hello, I'm still alive!" Mary simply says, for now. This is the second time Mary's done that? I don't remember. Ari takes a sip of tea, but the scalding hot liquid proves too much for her. Spits it out into Shino's face. King gets drenched in honey that's sticky. Miss Crepes plays patty cake, baker's man. Bakes her a cake with Kitamura as fast as it can. Kenta tries to spearfish with a trident. Momochi says something wrong and Sun calls them a foolish fool, and Sylvia's just doing Sylvia things. We've lost. How many? 8. We are now at 22, less than a standard size game, and we come down to the final moments as we declared a Loon 4. Kiki, Sora, Lucas, Koharu, Dream, Daruma, Inari, Amelia. We're at 22. Sun, Kenta, Megium, Legault, Carleone, Akashi, Kana, and Momochi, all from the first episode. The first episode's still doing really good. The second episode is just down to Kitamura, Shino, Yenjutsu, Charmy with 6 KOs, and Parsley E. Crepes. Episode 3 just has Andrea, Reika, Ari, Mary, Kujo, Alexander Adams, and Sylvia, and the champ is still here. Could get you guys a fan vote. Will he? Can't say I'll know. But we also have to know the 2 people go on to the Retribution match, and that match is next Sunday. For right now, there's 22 left. And another day and night cycle to get through, and maybe an arena event, maybe the feast. As we proceed, we see it as neither one, it is just night 6. As Megium wakes up from a nightmare where she's falling to death, only to realize that she's actually falling to death in real life too, after Kana throws her bed off of a cliff. Carleone gets a hold of Avi's soundboard and starts playing the secret achievement music. Well, okay. Momochi and Kanava pose off. Momochi wins. Mary and Koemi sleep in shifts. Andrea, Sylvia, and Kenta get into a fight. Sylvia triumphantly kills the both of them. Miss Crepes tends to Alex's wounds. Ari begs for Akashi to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing Ari. No! Not the tower. No. No. You do hate to see that. But Sun finishes their novel. Legault jumps into the sky and finishes off, not my janitors! Not the janitors! No! Shino with his signature Legault kick. I will admit though, that's very fitting and kind of dope, so you know what, I'm okay with it. Charmy and Yenjutsu get into a heated argument. Charmy has had enough of Yenjutsu's crap and kills her, geez. Reika bleeds out due to untreated injuries, oh no. And Kitamura attacks Kujo with the legacy of his bloodline, but his bloodline wasn't strong enough, allowing Kujo, the master of mistletoe, to retaliate and kill Kitamura. We'll proceed. We've lost quite a few. And I missed the proceed button. We will lose more. I felt it. I felt it in my soul of souls that we were about to get some more. It's the feast, and the cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Escana decides not to attend, but a lot of people did, as Koemi bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Carleone shoots a poisonous dart into Kujo's neck, slowly killing him. Rest in peace to Kujo and to Alexander Adams and Ken, because Momochi sets off an explosive, taking them both out. Legault catches Sylvia off guard and kills her. Akashi's like, I'm not going to this feast. Sun and Charmy work together to get more supplies, and Mary strangles Miss Crepes with a rope. Not Miss Crepes, you love to see Miss Crepes, but we're down quite a few and we still have a day to get through. In fact, Rich are saving grace picks. As Mary forces Sun to kill Legault or Momochi, they decide to kill Momochi. Kana freaks out completely upon seeing a painting of dogs playing poker, and Carleone and Charmy make a list of chores for Akashi to complete. Not the janitor. You can't make the janitor do your cleaning up. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's why I want these janitors. They got the right idea. We'll proceed. We lost 15. Right? Wild. So first and foremost, it is indeed a Claire de Lune 4. Megium, Andrea, Kenta, Ari, Shino, Yenjutsu, Reika, Kitamura, Koemi, Kujo, Buff Santa, the champion, Ken, Sylvia, Miss Crepes, Momochi. We're down to 7? We're at your final 7? Is that true? Oh, it is true. We're at your final 7. We jumped. We kind of jumped right here at the end. I feel like these last few days went real fast. So fast that it's already time for your Saving Grace picks. In this grandiose OC free-for-all, we have 7, and the final 7 are Sun, Sun Risen, Legault, Simmons, Carleone Cadman with 5 KOs, Akashi Fudasu with 1, Kana Hashida with 1 as well. As we scroll on, we see Charmy with a stunning 7 KOs. And last but not least, we have Mary Clinton with 1 KO as well. Those are your final 7. Live chat, I know what you need to do. You need to make your saving grace picks known in the comments too. You go ahead and do it if you're not here live. First, second, third, between these 7, who do you got coming out on top? Episode 1 is doing fantastically, so I expect them not to win. Make your saving grace picks. I will make mine right now. I'm picking Mary for first, Charmer for second, and I gotta pick my janitor, Akashi, for third. I gotta, as my janitor. In fact, I got Akashi. In fact, Akashi's gonna prove me wrong, win this match, and then go on to win the championship, because we love to see janitors. We love to see them. But those are my saving grace picks. Hopefully you're making yours right now in the comments by adding your comment or commenting on your comment. Do whatever you gotta do to make them known, or in the live chat, I know you've already made them. I mean, you already made them, you guys are waiting, so let's go ahead and do what we do best. And say it's your final 7. And Sun, Legault, Carleone, Akashi, Kana, Charmy, and Mary. Right? I said everybody. Carleone, Sun, Legault, Carleone, Sun, Legault, Akashi, Kana, Charmy, Mary. Yeah, it sounds about right. They all got the same spicy, steely determination as that of a samurai woman. It's the final 7. Let's see what unfolds. Let's see who wins as we proceed. Night 7 begins as Charmy reminisces about the year of the horizon. Legault steals Akashi's first kiss. Akashi washes his mouth with muddy water, prompting Legault to kill Akashi. Well, my janitors will not win. Sun, unable to start a fire, sleeps without warmth. Carleone decapitates Mary with a sword, well, and Kana accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Well, we're down to, what, your final 5? 4? 4? 4. Dang. 5. Yeah, 5. Okay, let's continue. Are you ready? Or 4? Where's your final 4, actually? Because we lost 3 just now? We lost 3, yeah, we're at your final 4. Let's proceed. It is Charmy, Legault, Sun, and Carleone. As we proceed, Sun holds Legault's head underwater, but Legault grabs their arm, pulls them into the lake with them. Both tributes are unable to kill one another, so they simply swim away, unlike the train which is rolling in. Charmy tells a frustrated Carleone to chill out. As we proceed, we lost 3. We're at your final 4. And thus, it is indeed a terrible turnabout for Akashi, Mary, Kana. We'll see their statuses. We know there's 4 and we know who they are. Sun Risen, Legault Simmons, Carleone Cadman with 6 KOs, and Charmy with 7 KOs. Those 2 they're all really heavy hitters because Sun and Legault have 4. It's anybody's game. It is anybody's game, and I'll tell you what, Sun, Legault, Carleone, and Charmy are in the final 4, and that's something, if you're new around here, something that we like to call a crisis of fate. The final 4. Are you ready? Let's find out who wins this thing. It's the OC free-for-all. We've had so much bloodshed, so many fallen OCs, but one will reign supreme as we click proceed. For a second, I thought it was the game of Uno to the death, and I thought it was all over. Charmy, Sun, Carleone, and Legault play a friendly game of Uno, in which Carleone wins. It would be so hilarious if I clicked proceed, and it was the deadly version of it instead. We'll proceed, but Legault uses righteous anger and yeets Carleone into the oblivion. But we are at the point where everyone here gets something. Carleone got yeeted, which means Legault, Sun, and Charmy are fighting for first place, and then the 2 Retribution spots as Sun washes their hands in the river. But Charmy actually trips on a comic book place banana peel and accidentally breaks his neck, which means Charmy will be going to the Retribution match. It's a battle between Legault and Sun, and unless there's an arena event, we get a Claire de Lune, right? It is a Claire de Lune. No, it's not even a Claire de Lune. It's actually a terrible turnabout for her. Carleone, Charmy. And that brings us to the final two. As we see everybody's statuses, it is a 1v1 between Episode 1's Sun Risen and Legault Simmons, and I'm not gonna dilly-dally on asking you guys who it's gonna be. Instead, I'm gonna get right to the point and ask you, who? Will it be Sun Legault? Sun Risen. You gotta know him. You gotta love him. Sun Risen. Entry by the same person who brought us Saibi Goyu. Saibi Goyu's gone a little bit insane, but Sun is now here to maybe rise the sun on a new day, but standing in Sun's way is a very game, very dapper, very fantastic Legault Simmons. Legault is having a fantastic game. Look at, dressed to impress, dressed for arena survival, really. Has the skills, the skill set to survive here. Can Legault do it today? Or will it be Sun? Legault? Sun, live chat, I know if you're not already calling it, you better call it. Sun or Legault? I think it's time to find out. It's the final two. And the winner, or neither or both, because that's the thing that I need to always point out here. Sun, Legault. The answer is Legault pays Sun 500 mana coins to kill him medieval style via the rats. Legault apparently didn't want to win this match. Instead wanted a little bit of chance at retribution. And you know what? I kind of respect that. I kind of respect it. I kind of respect it a little bit. However, you know what that means. We have the one last standing, and the winner, your winner of Season 8's OC Free for All. Rising to the top like the sun. Stepping in for a fallen cyborg. Your winner, Sun Risen, from Episode 1. And here it is. Incredible. Congratulations once again to Sun Risen. Came out on top with 5 KOs out of a game of 118. Look at the, I need to do a slow scroll. I gotta do a slow scroll for you guys. But this was insane. It was a fun one. It was a fun one. It was about as long as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna run for about an hour 20. And I think that's about right. I think that's about right for where we are right now. But congratulations to Sun Risen. Legault and Charmy will be going on to that OC Retribution match. In fact, first of all, let's bring up the actual OC bracket right here, right now. It is now filled out almost in its entirety. In the middle, there will be that you know what we'll see there. We'll see a nice little Retribution winner one of these times, one of these games. But now Sun Risen also gets there, also there. And if we bring up the Retribution matchup, we see, look at all of them. Look at all of them. You love to see. You love to see all these folks, all these people. Now it's just 2 more joining them, and they are Charmy, and they are Legault. Which actually makes this, just having 2 at the end there, makes this a more competitive episode. If we would have added in 12, it would have been like, whoa, that's a lot of people. But since we're only adding in 2, that kind of changes things. It kind of changes things. It really does. The odds that you win are better now that we rolled that 1. But who will win? Those matches are coming up soon. Yeah, very soon. Next week is the Retribution match. Also, next week I guess fan voting opens. Jeez Louise, that's nuts. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, next week's gonna be a busy week for me, but ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are very pleased with this. Charmy in 3rd, Carleone in 4th, Kana in 5th, Mary 6th, Akashi 7th, Momochi 8th, Miss Crepes in 9th, and rounding off your top 10, the big hat, the biggest hat of them all, Sylvia Stewart. The champ, 11th, Buff Santa 12th, Kujo in 13th. You two always seem to be back to back. Koemi 14th, Kitamura 15th, Reika 16th, Yinjutsu 17th, Shino 18th, Ari 19th, Kenta 20th, Andrea 21st, Megium 22nd, Amelia 23rd, Inari 24th, Daruma 25th. If you finish in like the top 30, you did real well. You did, because this is a massive game, a big time game. And let's not forget the 5 at the bottom. We gotta remember all sorts of Agent of Chaos stuff. But that'll be a pre-season thing that we think about. For right now, let's just do a slow scroll from 30 on all the way down. We'll do a real slow scroll because we want to get all that OC goodness in here one more time. You love to see it. But I'm not going to take too long because this is already a long one. It's already a long one. All the way down. Look at all of them. Look at all these OCs. All of your creations. This episode wouldn't be possible without these OCs, without these creations. I love it. Love them all to bits. We'll proceed, though, all the way to 118th. Goodness gracious. It all started with Akira throwing that knife right at Jumira, and it all ended with Legault just saying, I control my own destiny. Take these 500 coins. Be the rats, please. Congratulations. We'll proceed once again. Episode 1 definitely came out on top. They completely dominated. Charmy, the most KOs. 7 KOs. Not bad. Carleone and Junpei had 6. Legault, Sun, and Sylvia had 5. Francisca, Haru, Momochi had 4. Everyone else had 3 or less. And let me tell you, it was a big battle of 118, so you know, there's a lot of people to lose, a lot of kills to be had. But I think it's time. I think it's time we end this one. I think we had a fun time with this. We had a fun time, yes, live chat. We had a fun time with this OC free for all. Let's go back to the reaping. This is the episode. Once again, thank you for submitting these OCs. We have the Retribution match next Sunday. And the OC finale, I think maybe that Friday, I don't know, not entirely quite certain, but we'll see. We will see. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent, Tootling, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching. Thanks if you've entered your OC, thank you so much for that too. This is a fun time. They're always a fun time. And I have fun producing them. I'm glad you guys have fun watching them. Tootling, Dave, Anomaly, myself. See you next time. Thanks for watching.